round 6. It is 2-3 Saunamen. And here we go on Veil. Oh my God, iMagine starts in control. What incredible starting position for this team.
Amazing.
I see Red Dog's eyebrows like, what?
Amazing. 4, 5 to Saunamen moving down through system waypointing towards Nano as we normally see. 3-2 split for iMagine. Lepidus and B1. Saunamen starting obviously in the subsector. Oh.
So it's going to be 4 Skulks, 3 Marines here in East Junction. And if they time this just right, which it looks like they're going to pull it off.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, B1!
B1 does it! He cleans it up! Triple kill for B1!
Wow.
Nate laughing. Win. Oh, that was a great first blood opening. Lipa has to get out of Nano. He dropped the Gorge Tunnel, but after that loss, D1 and Risk now in here.
Yeah, this is
no.
a tough one to come back from. I mean, they're going to clean up here in Nano. They've got the Gorge to support and heal if they need it. He's going to have to redrop the tunnel again, though, because they lost it. They did spread infestation there. But now they're kind of on their back foot because now they're stuck waiting. They're going to drop cargo, but they really need to make up this time difference.
Mm-hmm. Shift Hive start for Saunamen because we know that Hopsu loves using Enzyme, which is
Enzyme,
tied.
man.
Enzyme's great. Risk and B1 passing Tane on the ceiling. Tane tries to get the jump on B1, unsuccessful there. Bitey on the left side of the map coming down through West Junction. Voltsu going north in the vents, passing by each other.
Cut off the assist chain, but it doesn't matter because you got the Gorge Tunnel there. So it's really just more of a look. Onzor in the Hive down at subsector. Not many of those bullets connecting with Tane. Pressure up in Skylights. Voltsu working on the RT there about 50%.
Liking this early positioning. Saunamen really securing really well Nanogrid. You know, this is something too that I think that iMagine didn't have. They didn't even try. They didn't even try for Gorge Tunnels whenever they play. I don't even think I remember seeing one on iMagine.
Because they don't go Gorge.
Yeah. So it's I mean, we can see that it helps out quite a bit.
Well, and I think that's because they do double lurk, double fade, Onos, and they don't want to wait.
Well, double lurks for Saunamen are almost up. We see the sys chain has been cut in system waypointing to Nanogrid. We got 1 Marine Risk down in cargo, cleaning up the sys, and it looks like he's just going to try to snipe down that Harvester. Big fight happening in West Junction where the Marines get rolled over there.
And they're taking it to base.
Taking it to base. Here we go.
Absolutely great positioning right now. No mines. One guy spawning. Hyvel's got to get out of the chair.
Right.
But this is where it's going to change, though. You've got the Gorge. And this is Saunamen's opportunity. Saunamen could win. Right now. This could be number 4. They dropped the chair and cargo. No IPs.
Yep.
They are desperately running back. And, guys, this could be it. Saunamen might have just signed their plane ticket to Germany.
And that is down, and they know that there is a drop. Risk is building up that powering cargo. There's the blueprints for the IPs.
Oh, and these Skulks have got to just
There's a Drifter.
Run down here. And the Drifter taking out the second IP. That's a great play. Lepidus coming in to help build the IPs up and going. 1 Skulk in, 2 Skulks in, 3 Skulks in, 4 Skulks in. And they cannot afford to let another guy keep spawning in. They got to work on that while the other Skulks do their other work.
Saunamen Voltsu taking on Risk. Oh my God.
And there we go, folks. Wow.
They are fighting this. Oh!
Beat
it!
Even if they were to come back from this, here's the thing. Like I said, you got infestation up in control now. It is so hard to attack control. So hard.
Oh my goodness, they took it. They have assisted all over the map. Second IP now is rebuilt, so is a Harvester. iMagine may lose this. I've seen some crazier things happen, but you know, they are really like climbing Everest right now if they are gonna come back from this.
They've got to pressure hard and fast, and unfortunately, with the RTs going down up north, that's going to allow, you know, the aliens to secure an additional 3 RTs on top of the 2 in Nano and the one at their expansion. I mean, this is just a bad situation for IM. And they know they've got to work on res. And so that means they're not going to be defending their own. Yeah. I don't think there's anything they can do. I know I'm calling it and it sounds biased, but after that happened,
no, I think that's pretty fair. I mean, that was a hell of a relocate. They completely obliterated them out of control. So much resource loss. They moved them down. They got him down to just 1 IP at 50%, and 1 Marine spawned him by the time they pulled out of cargo. They are so behind right now, while Saunamen has the rest of the map, and you're up against Saunamen. You know, like I mean, it's not just any other
shot out of the chair when the guy was spawning in. They may have been able to, you know, taken that engagement better. But he stayed in the chair, which, you know, at some point when you don't have the mines, you've got to realize you've almost got to sacrifice yourself since no one is running back. And now they're pressuring the hive down in the main hive.
They're going to get cleaned up pretty easily here. There we go. Saunamen pack. I think right now they should just take a drifter and everyone into cargo, quite honestly.
You could. I mean, but you got IPs, so they're going to spawn in quick enough. The armory's not built, so they're not getting any mines anytime soon. He's got 61 res in the bank.
We're seeing Bitey and Risk again moving through system waypointing, cutting out that sys chain. We're seeing that that shift is echoing out harvesters out of the base, and here they go, right up against the base.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just, you know what? If they seriously bring this back by just rifling down the hive, just constantly coming back in with no one building a, you know, a crag, that would just be so funny to me.
81%.
I mean, heck, why not? Just beacon the whole team and have them rush subsector.
I think they could. Both teams could rush each other. I mean, honestly, at this point, I think...
You'd almost be better off doing that. Of course, now that the lurks are out, that's going to be an issue. And Bitey and them headed right back.
Three skulks coming through pipeline against B1. B1 looks like he's in trouble. He's going to go down to Bitey and Risk now moving up into Nano. At this point, you can't play conventionally. You just can't. You know, you're already on your back foot. You got to do some crazy move to try to pull out some sort of win if you can. You got Onzor axing down topographical harvester. Ugh.
Now up to 5 RTs. They've cleared the right side of the map, you know, of infestation, but also extractors. And oh man.
Gosh. Onzor now building up topographical RT. I think they're like gunning to get control back, but no. B1, Risk, and Bitey moving from system waypointing.
I'm serious. This is the but Tate and Voltu just spawned.
Oh no!
That fades. Tate almost flashing. I mean, if they could pull that off, that would be big play.
Tane ran away from Risk, actually leaving Bitey and B1 in here. And we see 1 Marine moving into control. Voltu is in the vents.
Got a great jump there on Risk. Walks right and kills Bitey. B1's going to go down. Yeah. Onzor up in control.
He's just having a field day by himself for like the last few minutes.
And not going to last very long because here comes the fade. We'll get a nice little shot of this. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
iMagine needs a prayer right now, and a miracle to pull this off. They are so behind, you know, and I'm still rooting for the underdog here. iMagine, if you can pull this off, I would love it. But at this point, Saunamen caught you, and they did really well. It was a great timing push, as you can see, going shift high first. Giving those drifters enzyme, what a difference it makes in the speed that you can take down a base. especially right there in the beginning of the game, and you saw that happen, how fast it was.
You know, and especially with how much pressure happens Marine start on Veil, you know, you got to get those mines early. You got to be able to just like power build and drop them. And, you know, I think we'd be talking a different game had there been a couple mines down.
3 spurs now have been completed for Saunamen. Weapons 1 has started. Armor 1 has been completed. iMagine sitting on 4 extractors versus 6 harvesters for Saunamen. It looks like they're going to go down to 3 now because they're going to lose Topo.
iMagine not giving up, though. They are saying, we're not out, so we're out. We know if we lose this game, it's game over. And we're going to give it every ounce of energy we've got left to pull this back.
Well, why not? It's for Germany. They know if they lose this, they are completely out of the running. So at this point, they are going to try everything they can. Robotics Factory has been dropped now in cargo, not turned to an Arc Factory yet. Onos upgrades have started. And
10 minutes in,
yeah.
61 res. I mean, Onos at less than 11 minutes. He's not evolving, but he could have at like 9.5 minutes.
And then I think once the Onos comes out on the field, they're just going to take it to cargo. But iMagine needs to take down, you know, some Lightborns, which would really help out if they're able to take down some of these Fades or Lurk. But they just get cleaned up here in control, not being able to do anything, and they are in trouble.
Yeah, and I think, you know, now's the time to drop the Hive. His pressure down in cargo, just a skulk, working on an IP. They're going to take out Topo, no problem. Nobody defend it. Couple Marines making their way through wide junction to system waypointing. Tane's going to work on Bitey here, and he's just a rifle as their P-res is starting to get pretty low for these guys, and they want to save for those shotguns when they need them.
2 extractors for iMagine versus 5 for Saunamen. 3 Marines now moving into wide junction. Bitey, Onzor, and B1.
It's a Robo Factory built in cargo. And he's been really slow about dropping a Hive. I mean, theoretically, if he'd had more income, but here we go. They're going to rush in Bone Wall because of the biomass level 3. And here we go. They're going to go for it. They got to get away from that whip.
There's so many
whips.
whips.
Keeps coming back. And they just got to keep unloading, watching each other, blocking.
Nice Bone Wall.
Bone Wall coming up, and the Bone Wall's really going to help these aliens.
Nice whip movement there by Saunamen.
And I think that's...
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Wow. Well, congratulations to Saunamen. What an epic 6 games. Thank you so much to iMagine. And there we go, folks. We have all 4 teams that are ready to go. Red Dog, I'm going to have you try to get Hapsu or someone in, spectate to talk with them for a moment while I actually update the bracket graphics and all that fun stuff. It's all up to you, Red Dog.
He left already.
Oh, did all of them leave?
Well, all of IM, but let me get someone from Sauna.
It's 2 to 4, huh?